Hey everybody, welcome to Immortals Inc. podcast again. I'm Carlos, and with me is Mikey on the keyboard.
Working it.
Yeah, keyboard console, whatever that thing is over there. Today we're going to talk about Apocalypse Road.
What is it? What is that?
It's a board game. It's a funny story about this is we got this in, I got it in, I checked it out, and I saw it, and I said, you know what, I just saw the picture, because I'm a child of the 80s, and I love the post-apocalyptic Mad Max World War III thing that was going to happen then, which, by the way, never did. And I saw the artwork, and that's the only thing that sold me on it, so I got a copy in. I got a couple copies in. And
Immortalsinc.com?
Immortalsinc.com, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, this is available there. But what it is GMT Games does a lot of historical stuff. So it kind of like made me pause for a minute, because usually when you have a box this big and that heavy, you would agree this box is heavy, Mike?
I would definitely agree the box is pretty heavy.
They're big on the chit games, like the historical games.
I had to put the Mountain Dew down.
You did, I remember. The chit games are like, they really have the heavy boards, and they do a lot of historical games is what I was saying, and a lot of the historical games have a lot of chit, so there's a lot of pieces, so you put them on the board and it's a long play. So that's what kind of scared me at first, but I'm like, I'm going to take a look at it anyway. It is basically a racetrack game set in an apocalyptic future after whatever nuclear war or whatnot. They don't even really go into a lot of background about it, but it's a racetrack, and you basically just race around the car with your team of cars, because you have each team is 8 cars. And you race around this track, and you just try to take each other out. It's not even about finishing the race or being the first one to finish or anything. It's just getting victory points. You win the game by crossing the finish line or eliminating other cars. And all the cars are pre-made, so they already have like the machine guns attached to them and the names and everything. It's really well done. If you like anything from the 80s or you like that kind of framework, it's a fun game. I played it with Diana, and it was easy to play. That was surprised me, because usually games like this, there's a lot of checking and background and rules and everything like that, which is, if you like those kind of games, good, because there's a few games that I like to play that have really rules intensive, and GMT Games does a lot of historical, like I said, so a lot of little heavy, outside, but this was easy. We opened up the box, punched it out, and started playing immediately, and it's really easy to play. You basically just drive your cars each turn. Everybody goes once. You can shoot, you can move, you can ram. There's different cards. There's 3 sets of cards. You can weapons cards, maneuver cards, and then just race cards. Race cards is what you use to do movement with. And then if you attack somebody, you flip a card over for weaponry or attack cards, and it just tells you whether you succeed or not based on numbers on the cards. And then occasionally, if you do some crazy maneuver, you have to do a maneuver card, which sometimes is good or bad, like your struts could go bad, a gas can run out, everything like that. And once you reach the designated points, you win the game. It's good for 2 to 10 players. Mind you, you have 10 players, it might take longer, but with 2 players, it went real quick. And like I said, we've never played it, and as soon as we got into it, it was easy to play.
Wait, so what intrigued you the most about this game, if
honestly,
I may ask?
For me, it was the cover. Just the cover art.
Just the cover.
The cover art. Cover art by Kurt Miller.
How much is it, if I may ask?
Oh, this game's like $72.
$72. So off the cover, you were sold for $72.
I was, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, yeah, child of the 80s.
I mean, hey.
You like Mad Max, and when I ask this, and I'm going to be afraid, but have you watched Mad Max?
Listen, I told you the second one is the only one I've ever seen.
Then you should watch all of them.
I did love the second one. The second one was amazing.
The second one is just as good as the first. Actually, they're all the same. It's all the same director.
The second one to me is the one that was released most recently. I don't know if that even
That's
is
like
the second one.
That's like the 4th one in the series.
See, I don't even know.
Yeah, there's 4 actual Mad Max movies, but they're really depressing. The 3rd one got a little cheesy, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, it had Tina Turner in it and stuff. You know who Tina Turner is? If you're just staring at the camera, I'm going to be mad. But anyway, yeah, that's what sold it on me. But once I opened it up and played it, this is a game you could play. I'm going to play this with Diana. I'm going to play this with my friends. It's easy to play. Setup's a little long, but that's like anything with chit-based games. There's a whole lot of them. There's 4 boards in here, too. They're all 4 racetracks. One's like DC. The one we played was set in Springfield, Ohio, and which was funny. And it's got a pretty cool little background. Like I said, it's not a whole lot, and you can add a lot to it if you want to make it up. I know the designers here. I did a little background. It's a couple. It's Carla and Jeff Horger. And I guess they created 2 other games that were just racing games. So then they made a racing game with shooting. I guess this will even go over to, you can use it with the other boards with some modifications to the rules. Like I personally don't think I would get into it just a plain old racing game, but that's just me. But you had guns to it and it was fun.
See, I'm the same way. I wouldn't just get into an old racing game. It had to be something like this
Yeah.
caliber.
But if you're looking for something different, and GTM always makes quality stuff, and people always want it, I would highly suggest this game. Like I said, the material is quality, the box is solid, and it's just good. So if you want to play a racing game, Mikey, where you shoot at each other,
I will.
So come on down, try it out. Immortalsinc.com. You can buy this online. You can come into the store and buy it, and I can order it. The only problem with GMT games is a lot of times once they're out of stock, they're out of stock, and they're harder to get. Other than that, it's not a big deal. Have you ever been in a race?
Me personally, I haven't been in a race. And I think I shouldn't even be telling you if I've
No,
been
you
in a race.
should not. I was about to ask you. Ever been in a car chase?
No.
Okay, so those are good answers. I like to hear.
Until next time.
Yeah, until next-
Immortalsinc.com?
Yep.
Question mark?
No. Oh yeah. Subscribe us.
Smash that sub button is what he meant to tell you.
Yeah. Remember to subscribe on YouTube and like us on Facebook. Like us on Patreon. No, you can't like us on Patreon. You have to follow us on Patreon.
Yeah.
If you follow us, it's $1 to get in and be a supporter, and then you get to be a producer, co-producer. You get behind the scenes. Mikey's actually putting up real stuff, like bloopers and stuff up there. It's good stuff.
And
All right.
if you actually are part of the Patreon, you'll see your name right after this clip of us right here. So, I mean,
It's cool. Makes you kind of famous. All right. Till next time, guys.